Yeah. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Michelle. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Or strategic position. I think it would be involved is aware. Both are good. And they can hear anything on. And then staff. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I will. How's it going?
Good. How are you? My name's Paul. I've always admired being on.
Oh, that was a long time ago. That was like 10 lives ago. Yeah, back in the day. I was in college.
Oh, do appreciation. You know, always the okay, okay. That's it.
Okay. It's my response. We always go there. Yeah, we always. Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Brisbane City Council meeting of March 2nd. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:30. And if you'll please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Len?
Here.
Councilmember Cunningham.
Here.
Councilmember Mackin.
Here.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Here.
And Mayor Davis.
Here. City Attorney, do we have a report out from closed session?
Yes, Madam Mayor. In closed session at 6:30 on item D, the BRE Brisbane owner LLC versus City of Brisbane, the council received a report.
Item B, awards and presentations with women. Item B, awards and presentations with Women's History Month. So I'll go ahead and read our proclamation. Proclamation of the City of Brisbane City Council designating March 2023 Women's History Month. Whereas Women's History Month had its origins as a national celebration in 1981, when Congress passed Pub L 97-28, which authorized and requested the President to proclaim the week beginning March 7, 1982 as Women's History Week. In 1987, after being petitioned by the National Women's History Project after a decade. And whereas, from the earliest storytellers through pioneering journalists, our experiences have been captured throughout time by a wide variety of artists and teachers. These include authors, songwriters, scholars, playwrights, performers, and grandmothers. And whereas women have long been instrumental in passing on our heritage in word and in print to communicate the lessons of those who came before us. Women's stories and the larger human story expand our understanding and strengthen our connections with each other. And now, therefore, I will give you this. Thank you so much. Does the city communications team want a picture? Maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we will now move on to oral communications number 1, and I do have a few slips here. These are for items not currently on the agenda. And first speaker is Michelle Salmon.
Madam Mayor, Honorable Council, it came to my attention recently that the proposed quarry development does not have take coverage for the Calliope silver spot and the bay checker spot butterflies. An amendment of the HCP needed for quarry development that would result in a take of Calliope silver spot and bay checker spot butterflies. The original HCP did not provide take coverage for the San Bruno elfin butterfly at the quarry, and the stated amendment would be required. Therefore, an amendment to the HCP would be needed if quarry reclamation activities would result in. Please put a stop to this nonsense now. At least, look at the proposal for, 1.4 million square feet of freight forwarding space in the heart of the mountain with 24/7 truck traffic before we go and amend the HCP to satisfy the quarry developers. I am just beyond belief when I saw this. And this was an exclusionary meeting. San Bruno Mountain Watch was not allowed to participate, and neither were some of the other real.
A 16-foot wide granite path to run the entire length of the western side of Sierra Point. I don't have the money to appeal the decision. I think that the public deserves better than a path. That this is totally without consideration of, no, nobody there to represent the public, just a path. If you guys believe that that's all we deserve, do nothing. But if you have the capacity to work with the stakeholders to support things for the public, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to speak at this time?
We have a raised hand from Anthony Walker.
Okay, Anthony.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to say a few words in support of the Sierra Point Open Space and Parks.
To old business item G, Sierra Point Open Space and Parks Master Plan Process Update. And we'll start with the staff report.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Make a couple brief comments and then I'll turn it over to the Parks and Recreation Director. I'll turn it over to the Parks and Recreation Director to talk a little bit about the process. So I just wanted to give a few comments on, how we got to this point. Just for background for members of the audience, and I think most council members are aware. This current process is really driven by three events. One being a 2017 amendment to a development agreement with the site that is now being developed by Phase 3, in which the owner owned what was historically called Parcel R out by the bayfront, and they provided that they did not own it, excuse me. They had a leasehold interest on it. They surrendered